Our feet, our ankles, our knees, our hips. I want us to focus today on the connection with our feet. So we're going to come into a nice simple Baddha Konasana, and from there explore the outside edges of our feet and allowing the feet to expand in the same way that I'm slightly exaggerating the movement with my hands. And in so doing, this is all about using the limbs to connect with our spine. Sole of the foot, warming it, massaging it, folding, so that every time you come into a movement, your attention is on the connection rather than the end of the pose, so that you're observing the movements on the way rather than trying to achieve the end of a pose. And the thread behind it all is our breath and that connection to the front and back of our body, to the sides, to the spine. That you bring flexibility and mobility, and you let the stress move away from your joints, away from your muscles. Gliding movements. Connecting, connecting. I like to call it your inner jellyfish. And breathe. And letting those movements come round, connecting with them, so that that when you come back up to standing, whether pregnant or not pregnant, if you're pregnant, you're just going to take a wider space between your feet. And use again, always using that little bit of momentum to access the ground. And then in accessing the ground, we can unroll the spine. Bring our attention to the pads of the feet. Finding that comfortable stance. Your hips, your feet nicely aligned. Coming into Tadasana. And we'll bring our hands around into this little mudra. We're going to fold our ring and middle finger in and bring the thumb. Index finger extended, little finger extended. Feeling that space in and around the collarbones and base of the skull. Taking the weight through the right foot. Bringing the left foot around. Nice steady breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Releasing tension in the scapula. So a standing balance with a small twist. Taking this left foot out, back into Tadasana. Roll through the fascia of your feet, your heels, that outer edge, the base of your big toe. And then connecting strongly through your left foot until that right foot comes across. And in, and over, and over. Back into Tadasana. to find that flow of movement and follow your innate responses. Right wrist connecting with your feet. Left wrist, left hand, sole of the left foot. Both hands together. So we're going to roll down, taking the chin in, exposing the back of the neck, the upper back, the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine. Coming down into child pose. And again, not sitting back in child pose immediately, but flowing back in, just like a little crab is hiding under the sand. And if I was working in pregnancy, space, more space between the thighs, extending through that tailbone, and only, if appropriate, bring my hands down towards the ground. Nice small squat, hands and feet talking to each other. Front of the ankles, lots of space. You can pause with your hands on your knees.